we're back to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV Redo. I'm your host, the RPG guy, and we're on the moon! Yay! And there's all kinds of rage and shit here. But luckily, we're just going through some tunnels first to get to said location. I didn't say what the location was, I just know we're going there. You know what, let me go this way. Should be some items over here. It's so pretty. Pretty fucking ugly. Ah, shit. Now here's what easy thing to do is, because they're all elemental, hit them with an element that applies to all of them without causing any kind of crazed confusion. My suggestion, easily, is to hit them with Dragon, Odin, even Leviathan, or Titan. Titan works too. But we're gonna go with Dragon just to ensure that we kill them all. And I might move Chocobo out of there and move it towards the bottom. Like I said, any of those spells will work, but just to be on the safe side, I'd rather hit them hard than hardly hit them, as they say. It's not like we're gonna have an issue, and there's gonna be some free healing later through the dungeon, so coming up, so we don't have to go far. Contrary to what it feels like, you know, you're in a new place, you'd think it'd be this huge, vast place. Surprisingly, it's not that big. Man, you attack as we go up against these guys. They like to poison you. That's it. Again, Dragon. Titan doesn't usually work on them. I think the game considers them flying in certain versions. I've used Titan before and it has worked, but I believe they fixed it in this variant of the game. And look, they hit pretty hard, too. Though that was a crit, that was still 900 damage. No, that wasn't crit. They do 900 damage a pop to Cecil, so... yeah, but look at that, made it through just fine. So we fought these guys. They have weird-ass names. Acolytes and Pyrolikes, or whatever the fuck they want to call themselves today. And like I said, we've got level lust on Cecil, but we can still heal outside of battle. So that's why I'm not too hyper-concerned. And during boss fights, if you know you need Cecil to heal, go ahead and swap level lust out for that, or even, you know, counter attack or something. But I usually don't find it to be much of a problem. And here's a rare find, and many people are intimidated by this fucker, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta not be such a bitch. This usually works. Sometimes it takes 1 or 2 tries, but it usually works. Bye! And actually, I think Tornado works on him too. I don't know if anything else does, though. I'm pretty sure those 2 options will be more than sufficient. As you can see, Rydia is the one that makes the battles here a joke. So always keep her MP high. If you have Rosa not doing anything, you may as well have her pray to help regenerate some of that delicious MP that we're kind of exploiting the hell out of right now. Stardust. Alright, and so, yeah. There's another one complete with 3 more sirens. Woo, yeah! Oh, yeah. And now we gotta make our way throughout the overworld. Oh, no. Now, you might be wondering, why did I not use the gold apple? No reason to use it yet. Because we're actually gonna get a couple more, and then we'll, like I said, bounce them back and forth based on how many we find. And again, Rosa getting priority. And we've got some gray bombs, I believe. Dark grenades, okay. Same shtick as before. There's not that interesting to fight. Let's pray. And again, summoning Dragon will pretty much win the battle. And literally, guys, we're almost through the entire area here. We're like we're on the back end for the most part. Ow, he hit me. He hit me hard. May not even need Rydia to do anything. Yeah, just Cecil with all of his counterattacks is enough to actually do some damage. I mean, he's taking more damage outright because he's got the Excalibur on. That's why he's taking more damage, but he's also dishing more damage out. And Rydia learns the coveted Flare spell. Sweet! I can't stress that enough. I am getting a feel, though, that we're gonna go with, we're gonna swap out of this and put, the Defender there. I'd rather have the defense. Cecil's taking a lot of damage. Level Lust will help him level up faster, so the defense damage that he does take is the damage that he does take from melee will be lessened, but he's still taking a real heavy amount of damage. Let's go ahead and put Flare a little closer. I would say let's put it. Let me think here. Let's put it where Stop is. I know it's hard to tell where things are, but yeah. Because we'll still probably use Bio every once in a while, but Flare is going to carry a lot of weight for various fights and things that come up. When it's necessary. It's still a little early to say, oh, this is necessary now. But let's get it on her in a good reachable area so I don't have to go digging for it when I want to use the damn thing. Flare, everybody, flare! Oh god, why? Now, I did make a clerical error about a skill, and that's the Level Lust ability. I was wrong when I said that it just increases Cecil's level. It actually increases the amount of XP gained for the entire party. So, yes, put it on right away. Still, you're gonna put the fucking thing on. Do it. Oh, we didn't see this enemy. So, again, wipe him clean. You just sit here. There's nothing to really do. I mean, we could have Rosa pray, but by the time she has to, it's not gonna matter. Get some. Get some. Get some. Get some. Get some. Get some. Do, 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 do. Nice. And Rosa levels and learns Holy! Holy! Which is her only offensive spell. It's a damn good one, too. But the MP cost is pretty high. So you tend to sometimes fret it. We'll put it right under Kiraja there. That way we have easy access to it. And we'll go ahead and heal up. And in we go. I think we're all healed up because I just literally did it. Yep. Look at that. They're catching up. Let's go ahead and head over this way. To the left, it actually leads to a panel as well. But this panel recovers MP, and we all know in this game it's all about the MP recovery over the HP recovery. MP restored! Yay! At last you've arrived! Who are you? I am Fusoya, and I am charged with watching over the slumber of the Lunarians. Yes, it's the same voice I used for Tulla, but it's worth it. I'll make him sound more Gandalfian. Lunarians? Yes, we the people of the moon. Long ago, the world that lay between the Red Planet and the Great Behemoth stood at the verge of destruction, both terrible and complete. The last survivors of that devastation boarded a ship and escaped to the Blue Planet. Blue Planet? The one you call home. But for your planet was still in the midst of its evolution, you see. And so those travelers created a second moon for the planet. And there they settled into a long and quiet slumber. And they're the ones you call Lunarians, brah? Indeed. But there was one among us who was loath to sleep. He thought it fit that we should simply raise all existing life on the Blue Planet and claim it as our own. That's horrible. Yes, and so I used my powers to force him into hibernation with the others. But as he slept, his power grew stronger and took on a consciousness of all its own. It reached out to men with tainted hearts on your planet, twisting them into beings yet darker still. And through them, he began to gather the crystals. So he was manipulating Golbez. Does this guy have a name, brah? His name is Zemus. The crystals function as a source of energy, you see. I fear he has gathered them in order to activate the interdimensional elevator within the Tower of Babu. With it, he will be able to transport the Giant of Babel to your planet and use it to extinguish all life there.
Oh no.
But do not be mistaken, his will is not that of all we Lunarians. The rest of us have been waiting quietly for your planet's people to progress to such a point that we might treat one another as equals. We but wait and sleep, dreaming of that day.
And the lunar whale, where did it come from?
Ah, the ship. My younger brother Fusoya built that vessel long ago and flew it to the blue planet. He took with him several of our secrets, such as the ones employed in your Devil's Road and his airships, a gift to your people. Fusoya was fascinated by your planet and wished to know more of it. And while he was there, he fell in love with a woman from your planet. She later bore him 2 children. One of them was you.
What? Me? Then that voice I heard on Mount Ordeals
was the spirit of your father. Indeed, you are the very image of Fusoya in his youth.
So it was my father.
He invested you with his power so that you might prevent Zemus' plot from coming to fruition. Zemus must be stopped for your planet's sake and for that of my people as well. We must hurry to the Tower of Babel near Iblan.
The tower? It's protected by some kind of barrier now, brah. There's no way in, Gramps.
I should be able to bypass the barrier. We must not let the Giant of Babel be unleashed upon your world. Not know where, not know how.
As the Lunarian Fusoya has joined the party. Oh, yeah! Strangely enough, this is one of the parts where we're going to swap our party a bit and put Edge in the front row. Because, yeah, Fusoya does not do so well in the front. And again, that's just the nature of this beast. Fusoya also rarely levels. His leveling gap is usually pretty huge, but we'll see if they changed it for this game. It looks actually pretty standard to everyone else, so he'll level, but we'll keep an eye on his stats. Fusoya also has some pretty killer magic. By the way, he has all magic. I'm not shitting you. All magic, including Meteor. Yup. And it's all mixed up into this fucking nonsensical waste of fuck, that exists. Fusoya also has ability called, what's it called? I think it's Bless. And what he sits there and does is he'll sit there and do Bless, and it gradually, regens MP, at the cost of him not getting a turn in combat. Again, I have my magic kind of laid out the way I want it. I will say this, though. Let's go ahead and do something fun. Let's see if he can cast this off. He does it so slowly, though. Chances are all the enemies will be dead by the time it's relevant. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. He's gonna kill them all. Cecil's gonna kill them all because they're gonna just keep attacking Cecil. Fuck it. But yeah, Fusoya, like I said, he's an interesting bird. He's an interesting character. He has, like I said, every single magic spell that exists in the game he can do. He just can't summon. And he does it takes him a while to cast some of the higher spells. Because of the limitation of his... He doesn't have Fast Talker, which Redia has. That's why she can cast spells so quickly. So really, what is the use and balancing purpose of Fusoya to us? What does it mean to us? Fusoya, in general practice, he's just an auxiliary character. He can do everything we need him to do, but he'll never do it as well as Redia does. At least not that I can recollect or remember. Go ahead and use Bless, because that's the only skill worth using. And I say that very openly. Now, if you are very much underleveled or you're speedrunning the game or something, not without glitch and a glitch-free speedrun, Fusoya ends up being one of the best characters you could kind of get early on, because he could sit there and just be a hub for you to use as a recovery hub. So if in other words, if Cecil's MP starts running low from massive healing runs, based on the fact he's going to take a lot of damage coming up soon, you're welcome to use Fusoya to kind of counterbalance some of that, or offset some of that damage. Anyway, I'm not going to make you guys sit through this. We need to head back to the Lunar Whale. So we'll see you guys when we get there. Okay, so we've made it back to the Lunar Whale. Let's go ahead and recover. But whatever you do, do not touch the crystal. You don't want to go back to the blue planet because you'll be forced into a dungeon. There's actually still the other thing we can do here, and I want to do it now. If you find that this task is too hard, come back later. But I do recommend doing this now because the reward is worth it, as well as the items we're going to get from doing it. The XP that we're going to get from doing it. All these things are really good. So we're going to do it now. Most people don't do it this early. Amongst like my friends, they won't come here this early. But I'm kind of a dick. I do come here this early. And we're going to utilize this area to its maximum support. We're going to do as much as we can here. Is pretty much the sense of it. Let's make our way to a cave that you notice does not show up on the world map. It just doesn't show up. So we're going to go to it now. Yay! In we go. And we are in a place known as the Lair of the Father. Arguably, we are here early. The enemies here are assholes. Most of us know this. Who've played the game will agree to you with this. But there are ways to get around this that carry over in the other games. Slight variations based on which version you're doing. But for the most part, they're the same. So here we go. In this battle, we have two enemies here. We have the Dark Sage and we have Moon Maidens. Try to steal from a Moon Maiden because they have a pretty rare drop. And let's go. And now the Dark Sage has one weakness and one weakness only. You can use Toad on them, making them relatively harmless. But I do want to get what the Moon Maiden has. And the Moon Maiden is hard because she hits hard, but more importantly, she likes to counterattack. A lot. So, my goal here is to try and steal from her. She has a really good weapon for Rosa. And it fucking, at this stage of the game, it kicks ass. So, to get it this early via stealing is always good. Let's finish off, take out that Dark Sage. Bye, Dark Sage. Bye, buddy. So cute, she's trying to tickle my Elmo. We may not get it right away. We may end up killing her before we get it, but we're going to keep trying to get it as we fight Moon Maidens down here. And you can see all she does is attack. She does nothing else. Oh, that's not true. She does embrace. I forgot. Oops, she does embrace, guys. Whoopsies! As you can see, I'm more... she's going to run away like a bitch. Anyway, our goal is to keep trying to get that steal from the Moon Maiden. She's going to run away. I'm not leaving here until we get one, but we're at least going to finish everything else that can be done here. And then we can always enter from the outside of the area. We get a Genji shield, which we're going to put on Cecil here. Now, wait a minute. Do I want to do that or not? It's a pretty good shield. I probably will. Or we'll hold on to it. The Aegis actually protects us from magic. So you have to look at what's the perks here? You're going to get only 1 point of defense, but you're going to get 2 points of evasion. You have to argue with yourself, is it worth it over the Aegis shield? I'm one of the people that say, no, it's not worth it. The Aegis shield offers a much better, much more pliable function. And that function is that it keeps us alive via the magic enemies that are down here. And they are aplenty, so don't be stingy, I say. Just, you know, do what you need to do, but I'm going to be one of those guys that stands by and continues using what I know is the best option. Alright, let's keep moving. We also want to go down this way. But we don't get rid of the Genji shield either. We do have a significant use for it. We just don't have a use for it right now. Under these circumstances. Okay. I think I went the wrong way. I did. That's actually where we want to go now, but we need to go back down that other path up there to get some more goodies. Goodies, 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 goodies. It's like candy! So let's head back this way. Ooh. Okay, so with a little bit of luck, we were able to get that drop. That steal, rather. So let's look at the Yoichi arrows. Look at that, 110 with 95% accuracy. Let's compare that to Edge, so she'll hit harder than Edge and harder than Cecil currently. Remember, hers is 110, and even with Excalibur will put him over the top, but not at the cost of the defense, which is rarely what I want. But look at that, Artemis Arrow. She now hits as hard as any of our frontliners. So whenever Rosa has nothing to do, she can, and we don't need her to do prey, she can always attack, because she'll hit just as hard as anyone else. Alright, let's keep going. Another fucking fight. Alright. A lot easier now that I don't have to fucking steal anything. The Genji Glove. Now this is gonna be interesting. The Genji Glove ups Edge's defense and lowers his evasion and magic and all of his magic defenses. This again is tricky because we have the Giant Glove, which actually is better than the Genji Glove. Isn't that weird how that works out? It actually is slightly better. It gives better defense, gives actually some magic evasion, but it significantly drops magic defense further. So you have to kind of pick which one of these two is really the better deal. And it's always really hard to say because you don't really know what's going to hit you and what's going to, be the worst thing that you have to deal with. And in all fairness, let me think. I would have to say we're not going to put it on Edge. There's just no reason to. So, let's go here and check. Now the Genji Glove, again, it gives better magic defense, but that's not what we need right now. I mean, yeah, maybe it'll help in the long run later, but these giant glove drops we were really lucky to get. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I mean, like I said, if we fight enemies that are magically driven, which by end game might be a thing, and I said I am admitting that it is going to be an issue where the Giant's Glove doesn't outweigh the other glove, but it is something to think about, and it really needs to be considered and debated whether or not it's worth it. The Giant Glove in this game, for whatever reason, they really decided to vamp it up pretty high end. So it's going to be more or less what you think is the best for your play style. I'm more inclined right now to keep on the Giant Glove until maybe the last dungeon in the game. Once we start getting to that point, I'm really going to consider swapping what the characters have equipped on them. And then we'll, from there, figure it out. So those are some of my ideas on that. Like I said, the Genji Glove gives better magic defense. This is an important thing, but I don't think it's that important right now. Uh-oh, letting this get out of hand here because I'm so focused on talking about this because to me it's such a freaking huge deal. Let's just wait. I'll just get him picked up before this battle's over. Oh no! Redia, no! That's fine. You can gold needle that with Fusoya. Seriously, you're not gonna let me do that? Fine, we'll do this instead. And then we'll go ahead and, oh, cool. Yeah, run away, bitch. Well, that changes up my little leveling system, but it shouldn't hurt it too much. Let's go ahead and unscrew the situation here. Yeah, that might happen once in a blue moon. It's not a big deal, but it does happen. I'm just, like I said, that's how important it is to me, man. That's what it means to me, brah. And I'm stand by that. It's really important to ensure that I'm more into the defense physical defense on Cecil because of the type of damage that he's accustomed to taking. You gotta love when Fusoya levels up. He just leveled up and got like no stats at all. Nothing. He got nothing on his level up. Like I said, I don't remember if he really gets anything or not. So, all right, let's keep going as we head down and around. Okay, so yeah, the first two items we got, I kind of mocked and made fun of. Ah, shit. I kind of mocked and made fun of. And like I said, they are really good items if you're playing in any of the other games or if we didn't get those giant drops. But because we got those giant drops, those giant glove drops, there's just they're just awesome. There's no reason to bother with anything else. So anywho, one of these guys. Now here's the deal with these fools, these clowns. They're weak to fire magic, so just fucking unleash nothing but rage-induced flame upon them until it be dead. You got a lot of HP too, so by the time you pull off Firaga, it should be dead. No, actually, it's still alive, and it's setting me on fire. Oh god, why? It's too much. Have her bluff. And the reason I want her to bluff is I want her, if she's gonna hit him with that spell, it needs to be significant. Wow, really, dude? You're killing me, Smalls. And he's down. God damn it. So this is why you gotta bluff that first, I say. But now this is not gonna be pretty. And there's a waste of a cure. You see, I'm starting to struggle because we're here technically early. We shouldn't be here this early in the game. But we are, and we have to deal with it. Because I'm gonna get what's down here, damn it. I want what's down here this badly. It's worth it. Worth every painful moment of it. You notice I haven't messed with Fusoya either, with his magic. I might do it later if it really starts to annoy me, but right now it hasn't been an issue. Right, so Rydia and Rosa have leveled to 61. Hopefully we can keep Cecil in the lead here with the levelings. Even with Rydia dead in that one fight, or was it Rosa that fell? I don't know. It was Rosa. Fuck it, I don't care. Not my concern. It's not a big deal. Now, we're going to start seeing a forced battle happen here soon. When I say forced battle, it's against an enemy that we have no choice but to fight. And you'll see what it is very shortly. Alright, let's keep going here, making sure we uncover everything. Didn't look like I uncovered this. Whatever, let's keep moving. You saw me walk into the corner, so it should have uncovered, but this game doesn't always play by its own rules. Help if I turn the recording back on, wouldn't it? I'm sorry, I picked up the Genji armor just now in that chest that was right there, and you can see we're actually running quickly out of MP on Cecil, because we've been burning a lot of it to keep the party going. So one of the things that you need to take note of this is that we will be... It's a process to get through this dungeon, I assure you. So the Genji armor... Definitely a great upgrade. Let's equip that now. So now we're starting to get Genji gear that is not outdated, or that, you know, is a solid upgrade, which is what we should really be looking for in general. But as you can see, the other two pieces are debatable based on items we found earlier. All right. Okay, let's keep moving. It's weird how that cuts off there the way it does, but man, what are you gonna do? Alright, let's keep moving. La 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 la. To the Genji helm. Yay! The better the gear, the more likely we are to not get murdered. And again, another look at the magic defense just going through the roof. Now again, the Genji glove offers that perk of magic defense. And again, you have to debate whether it's worth it or not. This is a 5, I think. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 5. It is a +5 to that defense. Magic defense, specifically. So, again, this is debatable. I'll probably swap the Genji Glove in during an upcoming boss fight. But right now, the Moon Maidens are really a threat. The biggest threat. So I want that physical defense to be as high. And here we go, our first horrendous battle of the game. These guys fucking blow. And we're actually going to use Mirage. And we're going to dual cast Blink on Cecil here, and we can pop up Protect to everyone. Let's start with that. Under no condition are you ever to attack Behemoth with fucking magic. I will say this again, and I will not think I need to repeat it. Do not, under any condition whatsoever, no matter how hard your nipples may be, ever attack this son of a bitch with magic. Ever. Ever. Always attack him with melee. Now, these battles drag on pretty long because of this. But we are prepared, as you can see, as we have Cecil and Edge both with Blink on. Now, because of this, though, there is a chance that we will lose Blink at some point, like that. And that's gonna drive me nuts. I hate that so much. Let us go ahead and put Blink, Cecil. The other thing we can do too is we could Berserk Cecil as well. I would not Berserk Edge. And the reason I would not Berserk Edge is because you never know when you're gonna run into an issue of not having Blink on, and Cecil will take too much damage between the two. So it's just better to not bother with it. Let's do that. Let's Berserk Cecil. And we'll even cure Cecil while we're at it. And so Edge is gone there. And Mirage himself. One of the few times Mirage is really, really useful are in these fights here. We'll keep putting Bless up because this is obviously a battle where we can start recovering a lot of MP amongst characters here. Whenever Roses doesn't have anything to do, we can give her something to do. Regarding Blink. Where's Blink, Blink, Blink? Cura and Blink. And this is the whole fight. This is all we can sit here and do. And this is more of a way to guarantee that you won't die against the behemoth. Again, you can choose to hit him with spells at your own insanity, but I would recommend not. I would recommend not provoking that concentrated rage that will come your way. Because it's going to be sad, and you're going to sit there and wallow in your own tears trying to get through this. Now, in all fairness, though, mind you, there are ways around this issue, but not until much higher levels and you've got the final character in the party. But even then, this is still a strategy you're going to utilize. It looks like he's really just going after Cecil. Let's Blink on this asshole. Prayer unanswered. No! So here's where we're going to wait. Because Cecil doesn't have... Oh, Cecil now he has Blink. Okay, well, whatever. Darn. It's not really worth it to try to steal from him anyway, so eh. But you can see the perk, though, is that Cecil's slowly regaining all of his MP back. And Rose is getting a little bit, too. So between those two aspects, this is actually a pretty good deal when you think about it. We lucked out there and didn't get hit with that counterattack. And like I said, don't ever, you know, Berserk Edge. There's never a reason to do it. Let's see. But like I said, again, I'm going to keep reiterating this till the cows come home. This is really your best shot at beating this guy relatively easily. And there we go. The battle is won. A behemoth bites the dust. And Cecil's going to level, Edge is going to level, Fusoya is going to level, and it's just hilarious every time he does. So that's the whole fight in a nutshell. And again, it's a dangerous fight. It's never an easy fight to do, even with beefed up powers. But that's the strategy. And it's a relatively flawless strategy. If you, again, hit him with magic, you're going to provoke its wrath, and you're not going to really be happy. Your day is going to get exponentially worse by doing so. So as stated, don't hit him with magic. Use that strategy, and the behemoths will be mostly a joke to you, like they are to me. So let's keep moving forward. All right, let's keep moving. And yay! Get another golden apple. Awesome. So like I said, we're going to get some golden apples. I wasn't kidding. In the regular version of the game, you don't get these, so Alright, let's keep moving here. As we've got more bullshit to do. Let's unravel this. I believe that this is, yeah, just a little kind of tumor growing out the side of this little island here. Ah, these fuckers. I don't have much to say about these guys other than just beat the shit out of them. And use some summons, they're pretty good. There's not much to say about them. I just say hit them with your hardest stuff. I'll hit them with Dragon. You notice I'm keeping Cecil in the back row since we're already back there. But there's not much to these guys. They do hit with really strong magic. I don't believe there are any tricks that I can recall. But like I said, just kill them off. I believe the gray one's the bigger threat of the two. The gold one has more HP or some shit like that. I don't remember much of these dragon enemies because they didn't really do much for me. So they weren't that big of a threat to me when I fought them. Yeah, okay, dragon was not that great of an idea. But again, here comes Thunderbolt, like I said was going to come, and it should do about 1,000. Yep. Definitely did that. So let's give you a little stronger cure there on Cecil. And we'll do even stronger Leviathan. Because I don't remember if they had a weakness or not. I'm trying to think, and I just really can't. But Oh shit, I forgot about that. No! Alright, well, one of the big ones is down. He's gonna use Constrict. Great! Kill that motherfucker! We need to try to use something on him. I know you can't petrify the guy. I know you can't sleep him or anything like that, and why would you want to? Okay, let's do this. Let's get Redia not constricted anymore. You know what? Fuck this. I gotta try something here, because he just went down. Break. Death. What's the most likely to be successful? Let's try stop. See if we luck out there. What were we trying against stop? It's either stop or break, but I'm more inclined to try stop. Usually when I'm not sure about things, stop is a bit more reliable than a break whenever you're experimenting on enemies and their vulnerabilities. Well, there you go. Problem solved. Funny how that works. Alright, let's get everyone up. So there you go. You can stop him. Chances are we could probably stop the other dragon too, but it's hard to say. And it's hard to want to commit to that because without being, you know, absolutely sure. But that definitely worked. Sweet. Like I said, I wasn't sure if it was break or stop. And at the same time, it's like, well, all I remember was beating him down. So obviously stop is going to be the way to go, at least for one of the two dragons, if not both of them. And Edge learns Frost. Now, I don't recollect Frost being one of the relative spells he gets in the other variations of the game. But again, it's another spell, if you really want to look at it like anything. It's another spell that Edge has in another elemental that he normally doesn't get to do much with. So again, Frost, awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Let's go down this way. And it's a behemoth fight. Alright, let's keep going there. And we're gonna run into like 2 more of these behemoth fights. So don't get too worried, just stay steady and strong. Don't try to rush the fight. Don't try to do anything crazy. Just keep at it. and you'll get through it relatively unharmed. Another behemoth down. They're never fun, guys. It's just a long, drawn-out battle that is really a test of some of your patience here. So you have to kind of deal with that now. 99%. What have I not got? There we go. I was gonna say, we get our final golden apple here. And another fucking fight. Alright, so I took the liberty of healing everyone up and I recovered almost all MP. Let's do this. So you have enlisted the aid of Leviathan, but power such as his can be won without Light's gift. Only the ultimate trial can determine if that most sacred force truly rests within you. Oh boy. The trial of I, Bahamut, hallowed father of the Eidolons. Oh shit! Nasty fight, and no tricks, no old school tricks work in this game where casting a reflect on yourself. They kind of caught on that. Constantly have your attacks going. Let's summon Leviathan. Dual cast, I'd say... Ooh. Dual cast, let's say Shell. Because he's going to hit us with that breath. And then for the other cast, I would have to say we need a haste. And who we haste, most importantly, is most likely going to be Rydia here. Where is she? There she is. And then we're going to have Fusoya do some hasting as well. I would say have him haste Edge. He's the least important character to have pretty much moving here. Haste, 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 haste. Where's haste? Where's be my haste? There be my haste. Haste Edge. Then we'll have Rosa haste Cecil and herself. And then that should cover everybody. We don't care so much about Fusoya right now. For when the number counts down to 1, or gets even close to 1, maybe I'll do it early at 2. I'll see how much time there's between these casts here. Everybody must defend. This is not negotiable. Not negotiable at all. Everybody must defend. And you'll be lucky if Edge lives through it. I don't know if he will or not. It's hard to say. Where's haste? There's haste. But usually he can, so I'm not too hyper concerned. We're even gonna haste Fusoya. And why we haste Fusoya? Because he actually can contribute to what's about to happen to us. So we'll haste him as well. Where is haste in his thing? It's always hard to find it. It's not in order, and I'm too lazy to put it in order. Summon Leviathan. Attack. And just let Rosa start attacking now too. Her attacks are actually as strong as Edge's and Cecil's. Get her in on it, man. Oh yeah. Do not cast anything major with Fusoya. See how much. What's the counter down to? Probably 2. Let's throw a bless in there. Nice. Yeah. And then, by the time Fusoya's turn comes up again, he'll be defending. We're gonna have her bluff. That way, we're guaranteed she's not sitting in the middle of a summon when he counts down to 1. Edge is fast enough, I'll have him attack again. We should start seeing 1 coming up right about now. Here we go. Defend. 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 Oh, we just made it. Oh god! No! Rydia, no! We'll pick her up. And Curaga, because he might get an attack in before that. Light Magic, Curaga, or even Curaja. Curaga should be enough. Yeah, I told you it was gonna hurt! We'll be alright. Everybody will get picked up here. We'll ensure that Rydia gets Shell and gets hasted immediately on Rosa's next turn. Fusoya should cover all the healing that needs to be done via this. And this is the fight. Yeah, I know. It's kind of scary when you're getting hit that hard, but you can usually handle a good chunk of it. Let's go ahead and, what did I say? Shell and haste. Where be thy haste again? There it is. The other thing I should do is probably, I don't know, maybe pop slow on on this dude as well. I didn't think about that. We'll do that next attack. Not that it matters, because he's going to be dead soon anyway. But let's just keep that in mind. It didn't even matter. Didn't even have to slow this bitch. Oh. And the battle is won. Woo. Sweet, freaking sweet. Your strength of arm and spirit is now proven. Should you e'er require my aid, Redia, it is yours to invoke. Speak but my name, Bahamut, and I shall appear. And thus we get the best basic summon in the game. The best summon in the game. For most intensive purposes. And thus we did it. Master Summoner, though we still are missing some. And those are those bonus ones, but we're not going to worry about that now. As we are now going to get the fuck out of Dodge. Pronto. Bye! And let's go ahead and get back to the ship. To the ship! And let's look at our golden apples, too, that we've picked up. Oh, shit. Let's see here. Cottage. We're not going to use that. Golden apples. We got 4 of them. Obviously, they're both about the same, so each one's going to get 2 of them. Look at that. Their HP is catching up to that which is edge. Which is always fun to watch. Alright, so there's that. Let's go back into the sheep. We're going to heal up. I'm going to go back outside and make a save. And I want to thank you guys for stopping by the show tonight. And we will be heading back to the blue planet to see what's going on and see what this nonsense is that Golbez is trying to do. And are we strong enough to stop it? Well, we sure as fuck should be now. Fucking Redia is ripped, bitch. She's like the Hulk freaking Hogan of fucking spellcasters, baby. Yeah. Go fuck yourself. We are powerful. I'm gonna swap Sylph with Chocobo, though. More inclined to use that. We'll put Bahamut right there. That way we can go right down to it. And I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Check out my website at www.jacktardstudios.com. You can also watch me live on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/jacktardstudios. We've got some fun games going on there, as well as our tabletop show. Don't miss out on it. Thank you guys for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Bye!
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.